Is Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc better than Max Verstappen? But how can you even answer such a question? We are talking about drivers racing in the same era and of the same age. All true. Nonetheless, they have two very different stories which clearly emerge when you look at their resumes. Max Verstappen has won 4 Formula One World Championships. The Monegasque has none. A fact that makes you think, but only up to a point, because without the right car and a united team behind you, it is hard to win. Yet the Dutchman managed to do it last season, bringing home a phenomenal Formula One world title. He had a great car at the start of the 2025 F1 season, but then, from Miami onwards, the superiority of the MCL 38 single-seater started to make an impact. At the same time, Red Bull went into a technical slump, recovering only in the final third of the season. But the Dutchman never gave up, optimizing every race weekend. In addition to his immense merit, especially evident in some cases like in Brazil, where he started 17th and finished first, 3 elements helped him a lot. First, Red Bull, a team capable of turning ineffective setups inside out and then providing Max Verstappen with the best possible performance for each Grand Prix. A magic circle that makes a huge difference in Formula One. The other advantage concerns McLaren's inability to capitalize. The Woking team threw away a ton of points and, above all, decided to bet on the wrong driver. Oscar Piastri's start to this 2025 Formula One season confirms it. The last point, and not a minor one, is Ferrari's return to competitiveness from Monza onwards. The Maranello team's drivers were able to fight for race victories, and therefore took many points away from Lando Norris. Has Charles Leclerc ever found himself in such a situation? It seems not. Has he ever had dominant cars like Max Verstappen? Again, it seems not. Could he have done more? Probably yes. The only year where he had a car capable of fighting for a while was 2022. In that championship, for about a third of the Formula One season, aside from reliability issues, the Monegasque driver was driving a strong car. Probably, a few more points could have been earned that year. However, it must be said that the regression suffered by the F175 was so drastic that winning with it became almost impossible. Would Max Verstappen have done better in his place? Who knows? It's possible. The fact remains that these are all just opinions. That is precisely why, considering this short summary, at least from our perspective, it remains quite difficult to make a definitive judgment. All that aside, Max Verstappen remains an extraordinary Formula One phenomenon. The real aim of this video was not to determine who is the better driver. Undoubtedly, looking at Max Verstappen's numbers and putting him ahead of the Ferrari man in terms of statistics, one could say that Charles Leclerc excels in several key areas. He is incredibly fast, aggressive, outstanding in wheel-to-wheel battles, and highly tactical when needed. One of many examples was just last weekend at the 6.174-kilometer Jeddah Corniche circuit in Saudi Arabia, where his superb tire management earned Ferrari the first podium in the 2025 Formula One campaign. Starting from 4th on the grid, the Monegasque outperformed expectations with a crucial pass on George Russell and successfully defended against a late surge from Lando Norris to seal P3 in Jeddah. While Oscar Piastri claimed victory and Max Verstappen secured second, Charles Leclerc crossed the line over 8 seconds behind the winner and 5 seconds behind the Red Bull driver, highlighting once again Ferrari's ongoing pace deficit. But there is another quality that many mistakenly have rarely attributed to him in recent years. We are talking about his technical ability to develop the car with the team and steer the direction in terms of driving style and upgrades. If there were still any doubts, after the first 5 Grand Prix of the season, can we say that without Charles Leclerc, Ferrari would be utterly lost? Absolutely yes. Up through the Chinese Grand Prix, the Monegasque driver studied the Ferrari to understand how to optimize its performance with his driving style. And we are not just talking about raw driving talent. No, sir. We are talking about the ability to understand the car better than the Ferrari technicians and engineers and to impose his experience to improve the handling and boost performance. It has often been said that while Charles Leclerc is fast, he does not know how to develop the car, is not a test driver, and does not contribute to the team's growth, all claims that have been repeated many times despite being unfounded. But the direction taken since Shanghai is so clear that it proves all that wrong. And it is precisely when problems arise that a driver's ability comes to light, not just in driving, but also in guiding the team toward the right path. Charles Leclerc is doing this once again, proving to be the true and only leader of this group. The only Ferrari update that, in the 2025 championship, is working brilliantly. Just ask Lewis Hamilton for confirmation. Despite the positive result last weekend, Ferrari continues to face major questions in 2025. Aside from Lewis Hamilton's sprint win in Shanghai, the Italian side has struggled to find consistent performance from the SF25 single-seater. The Chinese Grand Prix ended in embarrassment for the team, with both drivers disqualified due to technical infringements. Lewis Hamilton, in particular, has faced a tough adaptation period, as he grapples with the grip issues that have plagued Ferrari's 2025 challenger from the outset. Charles Leclerc pointed out that these grip limitations have been a season-long theme and may help explain his teammates' ongoing difficulties. However, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix offered a rare highlight. Charles Leclerc's third-place finish was more than just a morale boost. It marked a historic moment in his Formula One career. By stepping onto the podium for the 44th time, he officially surpassed legendary driver Jackie Stewart on the all-time F1 podium list. Jackie Stewart, a three-time Formula One world champion in 1969, 1971, and 1973, earned 43 podiums across 99 starts during a career that spanned the sport's most perilous era. Until the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Jackie Stewart sat 20th in the list of all-time podium scorers in F1. But the Monegasque, who entered the weekend level with the Scottish icon on 43, used his strategic nous and clean driving to break that tie and move into sole possession of 20th place with 44 podiums, just one behind Ferrari legend Carlos Reutemann. Lewis Hamilton, who continues to search for answers in the red car, expressed admiration for Charles Leclerc's ability to extract performance from the SF25, a feat the seven-time Formula One world champion has yet to replicate, having finished a distant 7th in Saudi Arabia. The podium tally of the 27-year-old Ferrari driver also allowed him to reach another milestone, matching Fernando Alonso's total of 44 podiums for the Maranello team. The Spaniard raced for the Italian side between 2010 and 2014, claiming 11 race victories and narrowly missing out on the Formula One championship in 2010 and then 2012. Despite the fact that Fernando Alonso brought home several iconic performances during his time in red, his title ambitions were thwarted by Sebastian Vettel and the Red Bull dominance. Now, Charles Leclerc joins Fernando Alonso in 5th place on the Italian side's all-time podium list. To climb higher, however, the Monegasque faces a monumental challenge, surpassing Michael Schumacher's record of 116 podiums in red, a benchmark that may remain untouchable for the foreseeable future. As Ferrari look ahead to the upcoming races, Charles Leclerc's form offers a glimmer of hope. While the team continues to chase performance improvements, his record-breaking achievement in Jeddah proves he remains a cornerstone of the Maranello team's ambitions in a tightly contested 2025 Formula One season.